Hey everybody in YouTube land, I'm on the train back from GammaCon this weekend, so I thought I'd do a Lancing with Myself video about my advice for surviving conventions, whether you're attending just for fun or running a booth or doing talks or whatever the hell you're doing. There's some general rules that I've used and kept in my mind for the last 20 years since I read them in a column somewhere or whatever, and things that just help me out, keep me sane. So here are Steve's, I think, 5 rules for surviving at conventions. Number 1. Sleep well. Don't stay up all night playing games, because you want to spend all day playing games and you're going to be exhausted. Don't get a hotel where everyone's staying up late shouting and partying. Don't be the guy. Don't sleep over at your friend's house. Don't bunk on the couch. Don't sleep in the anime room, which I saw some people doing at Gen Con once. Actually find a place to sleep away from the con where you can get a good night's sleep for at least 8 hours, preferably more, because you need to be on game all day, every day. Part 2, eat well. Sleep well and eat well. Don't just rely on convention food. You may need to leave the convention to get decent food, but make sure you do. Have a good breakfast and a good dinner and a good lunch. Take time out to sit down and eat it. Let it digest. You need fuel. You can't run without fuel in your engine, so take time to get proper good food and go outside the convention if you need to do it, because the better the food, the better you run. You have to run on that engine. Point 3, have a goal. Everyone has a plan, of course, when they go to a convention. There are things you really want to do. There are things that you put on your schedule. But I like to have a single goal for every con, like to maybe just sell one game, to put one thing out there, to advance one thing, to meet one sort of person, to talk to one kind of guy, to meet these people, make that connection, run that thing, whatever it is. A small, simple goal, something that you can achieve, something that doesn't have too much risk associated with it, that you're likely to succeed so it doesn't depress you if you don't. But having a nice, clear goal, like what's this convention about? What does it establish? What does it show? What's it for? What kind of thing do I want to do? Maybe it's just a theme, like this one's about people, this one's about this product, this one's about that product. If you have a nice, clear goal in your mind, it helps. I mean, that's true about anything. Just have a nice theme, a purpose, a goal, a singular thing. Number 4, make it about people. Conventions are full of things and full of games and full of things to buy and do, but also what they really are is about a way to meet people and connect with people and get energy from people, whether they're your customers, whether they're your mentors, whether your mentees, your colleagues, your equals, your peers, whoever they might be, the strangers, new people, new contacts. The one thing that conventions give you that almost nothing else can is that connection. And it's also a great way to keep meeting people over and over again that you saw last year or 6 months ago or whatever it was, and that builds up a great connection with people. Not just that face, that your connection, that sense of that you're a real person, but that history establishes you as a person who keeps coming back into their life and reminding them about business opportunities or products that you sell or whatever it is that you're passing on. You become part of the story and you become a recurring character in their mind. And so always make your convention about people, centered around who you're going to meet and who you're going to spend time with, and how you're going to experience things. If you have good people around you and you're meeting good people, then the opportunities will just be much better and much richer. Same thing with sleeping and food as well. And if you're well rested, well fed, surrounded by good people, doesn't matter what the con's doing. Doesn't matter if you don't find a fun game to play or if you're stuck in a line, the other things will take care of themselves. I thought I had a 5th, but I don't. I guess my 5th rule is, have a schedule and don't try to do too much. That's right, that is my 5th one, I remember now. Have a schedule, but schedule time for rest. We talked about, sleeping and eating, but also give yourself time for rest, for discovery. If you schedule every single minute of your time at a con, you're not going to have time for all the other things that turn up. When you have a place full of new ideas and new people and new games and people you haven't seen before, you need time not just for rest actually, but for wandering around and discovering wondrous new things. There's a chance encounter, the thing you weren't expecting, the thing you've never seen before, which is what you get at cons. You get this thing that, oh wow, I've never known that you could do that. There's a new person, a new angle, a new thought, something that just had never occurred to you before that can pop into your mind. And having space for that is really important. You need a space for a plan, space for these things to occur, space in your plan for these things to occur, so you can take time out and meet that new person, try that new thing, have that new experience, sit down and play that game that you hadn't heard of for an extra hour. So those are my 5 tips for you for enjoying any convention. Sleep well, eat well, have a single goal or theme in mind, make it all about the people you do it with and the people you see there, and leave time for rest and for wonder. Those are the things that conventions can give you. So fill up your tank with good stuff, have good fun at cons, and thank you GammaCon for a wonderful experience, and I'll see you all next week on Lancing with myself. Have fun, be good, play games, pat dogs.